Very good morning, children. Today we are going to start the part 4 of lesson 3. In the previous video, we have discussed regarding the salinity of ocean current and ocean temperature. And in this video, we are going to discuss regarding the ocean currents and the uses of ocean to mankind. Now let us start the video. What can you see in this picture, children? You can see a big ocean, a water body, and the movement of the water. And this movement of water gently in a particular direction is called as a ocean current. The ocean current is the general movement of a mass of water in a fairly defined direction over a great distance. The ocean currents are sometimes called as ocean rivers. Why they are called as ocean rivers? As the river water slowly flows as a movement will be there, even in the ocean also same type of movement will be there, and so they are called as ocean rivers. Ocean currents may be classified based on temperature as cold currents and warm currents. Actually, cold currents will be there in the polar regions and warm currents will be there in the equatorial regions. And from the equatorial region, warm currents move towards the polar regions and make those areas to become warm. And poleward regions, from there the cold currents move towards the equatorial region and make these regions to become cool. And ocean currents are classified as stream and drift based on speed. In the previous slide, we have discussed the ocean currents based on temperature, and now it is based on speed. They are called as stream and drift. The ocean currents which flow speedily is called as a stream, and which flows slowly is called as a drift. Now, the factors which are influencing to cause the ocean currents. Very important, children. There are totally 4 factors: centrifugal force, effect of winds, precipitation, and solar energy. These are the 4 factors which causes the ocean currents. Now let us discuss about them. Centrifugal force. The centrifugal force at the equator is greater than that at the poles. The variation of these forces make the equatorial water to move towards the poles. The force which makes the water to move from one region to other region is called as a centrifugal force. And the variations on these forces make the equatorial water to move towards the poles. I already said the warm currents move towards the polar regions. In this picture, you can see the dark blue color part is the water, that is the ocean, and the light part is earth. So, here the gravitational pull of the moon and the earth will make the tides to occur, that we already know. And this is only creates the high tides, and that tides is because of the centrifugal force. Next one is effect of winds. Winds also makes the ocean currents to move from one place to another place. The stresses due to wind and the wind movement modifies the theoretical direction of currents. Due to the frictional gliding of winds, water is dragged along the wind direction. Depending upon the wind direction, the water on the surface of the ocean moves, and this is based upon the direction of the wind, and they move towards the particular direction only. In this picture, you can see that the movement of the wind and how the deep water currents are coming to the shallow part and shallow water currents are moving towards the deeper parts. In the same way, they move depending upon the direction of the wind also. And next one is precipitation. We all know that what is the other name for precipitation? Rainfall. So the equatorial areas receive the greatest rainfall, hence the sea level is higher. We all know that because of the more rainfall, the sea level will be higher in the equatorial regions. As a result, water moves north and south from the equator. So we know that how the earth will be, it will be bulging near the equator. Because of the bulging portion near the equator, the water moves towards the north and south directions. So this is a picture of the precipitation on the oceans. Because of this, the water level in the equatorial region will increases and moves towards the other polar directions, polar regions. Next one is solar energy. Heating by solar energy causes the water to expand. That is why the ocean water is about 8 centimeters higher near the equator than in the middle latitudes. So, more rainfall will be occurring in the equatorial region. And so, lot of heat also will be there in the equatorial region only. And so, the ocean water is about 8 centimeter higher near the equator compared to the other latitudes. This causes a very slight gradient and water tends to flow down the slope. I already said near the equator the earth having a bulgy portion, and so it will be having the other slopy parts towards the north and south directions. So what the water will happen? It moves towards the slopy directions of the north and south. So in this picture you can see that because of the sun's heat, the water from the equator move towards the poles. And same as it is from the pole, it moves towards the equator. Along with these four factors, what are the four factors, children? Centrifugal force, effect of winds, precipitation, solar energy. Along with these four, some other three factors are also there. What are those? Salinity, density differences, and melting of ice. These also affect the ocean currents. Now we are going to discuss ocean as a resource, that is how the oceans are useful for mankind. We know that most of the life on earth is under the water only because the first organism has born under the water only. Human beings still have not finished identifying all different forms of life in oceans. Human beings have depended on ocean for their food and livelihood from the ancient times also. And oceans provide abundant food resources like fish and salt. We also use the sand, gravel, etc. for our industries or housing for construction purpose. And human extract minerals like chlorine, fluorine, iodine from oceans. Ocean waves are used for generating power also. Ocean floor is mined for oils. What is the meaning of oil, children? Oil means petroleum. So, the ocean floor is very much useful for us to mine the petroleum. And oceans also provide with gems and pearls. So, a lot of pearls and gems are also available in the floor of the ocean. For centuries, we have created our civilizations on the shores of the oceans only and traded across each other, traveling over them. So, by using the ocean, we have started traveling to the other countries also. So, we get fish, that is seafood from the oceans. We get salt. Mostly without that, we can't eat. Sand and gravel for constructing purpose. Chlorine, fluorine, iodine. These are the minerals which are mined out of the ocean floor. Petroleum, which what we are extracting nowadays. Example, take in our country near Mumbai. So in the Arabian Sea, lot of petroleum is extracted out. And pearls and gems. And transportation. Nowadays, we have airways to move from one country to another country. But in the olden days, this facility is not there. And so, only the ocean is useful for transportation purpose. So up to now we have seen regarding the uses of ocean, and now we are going to discuss regarding the exploitation of oceans. How the oceans are exploited. Many large fish like whales have been disappearing nowadays. Can we see all these fish in the ocean, children, nowadays? Very small quantity of fish we can see that because most of the ocean water get polluted, and so the aquatic animals which are living in the ocean also get destroyed. Oceans have also become dumping ground for our plastic and other forms of waste. Nowadays, we are dumping all the plastic material and other waste material into the ocean itself. Example, take our RK beach only. What we are doing, mostly the puja flowers what we have used in our house, most of us will take into a plastic cover and that will be throwing into the water in the beach itself. And at the time of Ganesh Nimarjan, all the idols will be dumped into the ocean water itself. Because of that, the ocean water is getting polluted. And not only this, when traveling is happening, when goods are transported from one place to another place, at that time, if any oil is there, that oil, if it leak into the ocean water, all the aquatic organisms will be killed because of this. So lot of damage is creating by the human beings to the nature also. And I hope that everyone understand this topic, and we have completed the third lesson. And here is your assignment, children. What is a ocean current? What are the factors that cause ocean currents? How ocean is used as a resource to mankind, and how oceans are exploited nowadays. So write all these four questions, children, and meet you in next class. Thank you.